this class, I am going to tell you the introduction of the lesson, acids, bases, and salts. So, in our daily life, we eat so many substances, like we eat food, we eat rice, we eat fruits, we eat vegetables, we eat curd, we drink lemon juice, we drink some cool drinks. Like that, we eat daily some of the substances. In that, some of the substances are categorized into acids, and some of the substances are categorized into bases, and some of the substances are categorized into salts. So, in this lesson, we will see what are acids, what are bases, and what are salts, what we eat in our daily life, or what we use in our daily life. So, we have different methods to identify these substances, acids, bases, or salts. So, we will see how to identify those substances, okay, na? And what we are using, what are the importance of acids, bases, and salts in our daily life. We will see in this lesson. Before that, in this lesson, we are going to learn about what are acids, what are bases, and salts. First, we will see this one, and second one, we will learn how to identify whether it is acid or base by using some indicators. So, we will learn about the indicators. We learn the chemical properties of acids and bases. And in chemical properties, we will see how acids react with metals or non-metals, how bases react with metals, or how acids react with carbonates and bicarbonates. Those reactions we will see under this chemical properties. Next, we will also learn about pH. So, this is a scale which is used to identify the strength of acids or base. Strength of acids or bases are identified by using one scale, that is pH. And we also learn about the salts, or that is family of salts. In this, we will see different types of salts. For example, sodium. There are some salts of sodium. Okay, now we learn about the preparation and the properties and uses of those salts. And we also learn the importance of pH in our daily life, importance of acids and bases in our daily life. So, these are the things which we learn in this lesson: acids, bases, and salts. And we will see some of the activities and some examples on daily life uses of acids, bases, and salts, and importance of pH in our daily life. So, these are the things which we are going to learn in this lesson: acids, bases, and salts. First, we will see what are acids. Actually, acid from Greek word acere. It is derived from Greek word acere, which means sour in taste. So, the substances which are sour in taste, are called acid. The substances which are sour to taste, are called acids. And these acids are actually when non-metal oxides reacts with water. When non-metal oxides reacts with water, it forms acids. We'll see one example. Non-metal. One of the non-metal is carbon dioxide. dioxide is one non-metal oxide. This is non-metal, carbon is non-metal, and this is non-metal oxide. Example of non-metal oxide is carbon dioxide. When carbon dioxide reacts with water, it forms carbonic acid, H2CO. It forms a carbonic acid. So acids are nothing but acids are formed when non-metal oxides reacts with the water. When non-metal oxides reacts with water, it forms acids. And one more thing, these acids convert blue litmus to red litmus. Blue litmus paper to red litmus paper. So the substances which convert blue litmus paper to red litmus paper are also known as acids. The substances which convert blue litmus paper to red litmus paper are known as acids. This we can remember like this: A, B, R, which means acids convert blue litmus to red litmus. Acids convert blue litmus to red litmus. A, B, R. This is the code to remember acid test. So based on this, we can say that the acids are stored in test and which convert blue litmus to red litmus. Which convert blue litmus paper to red litmus paper are known as acids. And these acids mainly used in our body or in our stomach. Acids are released in our stomach. Okay, now these acids are called gastric juice. That is called gastric juice, which is released in our stomach, and this gastric juice is useful for the process of digestion. So without acid we cannot digest the food material. Without acids we cannot digest the food material. So the acid which is present in this gastric juice is hydrochloric acid. HCl. So this is the acid which is present in our gastric juice and which is useful for the process of digestion in our stomach. Without acid we cannot digest the food material. Okay, now? So this is the introduction of acids. Introduction about acids. We will see some of the examples of acid which we use in our daily life. The examples of acids are: daily we use lemon as a food in our daily life. This lemon contains citric acid. Tamarind contains tartaric acid. And unripe apples contain malic acid. And vinegar contains acetic acid. And amla, this is also known as gooseberry, Indian gooseberry. It contains ascorbic acid. And next we eat tomatoes. This tomato contains oxalic acid. Like this, so many food items contain acid. So these are some of the examples of the food items which contain acids. So here, if we eat this food item, means we are eating acids. And next one is base. So these bases are the substances. Which are bitter in taste and soapy to touch. So based on these two properties we can identify whether it is base or not. So it is bitter in taste and soapy to touch, and it also converts red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. Red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. So if any substance converts red litmus paper to blue litmus paper, this is a base. So the code for this base is BRB, which means bases convert red litmus paper to blue litmus paper. This is the code for base. Normally we use base as an antacid. If we get any acidity or digestion problem, then we use this antacid, in which it contains milk of magnesia. So milk of magnesia is used as an antacid, which is a base. So and this base normally reacts with acid. When base reacts with acid, it forms salt and water. So this is also one of the indication of a base. When any substance reacts with acid and forms salt and water, then it is considered as a base. So base is also identified by when it reacts with acid, it forms salt and water. And we will see some of the examples of bases, in which before that we have seen milk of magnesia. So this is milk of magnesia is a base, which is magnesium hydroxide. And soap contains sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. It contains sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide. And washing soda, and this is sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate is a washing soda. Next, lime water is calcium hydroxide, CaOH2. And window cleaner also contain base, which is a ammonium hydroxide. So these are some of the examples of bases which we use in our daily life. So this is about bases. And next one is salt. Salts are the ionic compounds or ionic substances. Which are formed by when acid reacts with base. These salts are formed with the liberation of water. So when acid reacts with base, it forms a salt and water. So these are ionic compounds which are formed by reaction with the acids. The examples of salts majorly, it contains sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is a major salt. Sodium chloride, and its formula is NaCl. So like this, there are so many salts. We have calcium chloride, sodium sulfate, magnesium chloride. Like this, we have so many salts. So salts are ionic compounds which are formed by when acids react with the base, salts are formed. And this process, the reaction of acids with base, is called neutralization. The reaction of acids with base is called neutralization reaction. So we can also say that the compounds formed after neutralization are also called salts. Compounds which are formed after neutralization are called salts. So by this process the salts are formed. We have different examples of salts like sodium chloride, calcium chloride, sodium sulfate, magnesium chloride, like that. We have so many different examples of salts, and we have salts of sodium also. Sodium carbonate, Na2CO3, sodium bicarbonate. So like this we have so many examples of salts that we will see in the next classes. In this salt, sodium chloride is the most common among the salts. So this sodium chloride is also known as sodium chloride is also known as table salt or common salt. Table salt or common salt, which is used in our food to enhance the taste. To enhance the taste, we use sodium chloride. So to enhance the taste, we use sodium chloride. So this is called as common salt, which we use in our daily food. Okay, now so this is